Madhusudan, can you talk about the accident and what happened with you many years ago?
2008, month of May, I was traveling to my hometown with my father, and then I was sitting near the door. Usually whenever I travel, I used to sit near the door. So that day also I was sitting near the door. So when I was about to get up and go inside, I felt like somebody pushing me, and I just fell out of the train. So then I held on to the rod, and then my body twisted and went under the train. My legs went under the train. So immediately on the spot, both the legs got cut. And then they shifted me to hospital, railway hospital. The first aid was done, and then they later shifted to Victoria Hospital. There I spent about 3 months, underwent 4 surgeries there.
How difficult was it to accept what happened with you?
In the initial stage, I mean, when I was in hospital, I could not believe, I was mentally so disturbed. For the first 2 weeks, I did not believe that I had an accident and I lost my both legs. Then later on, I realized that I lost my both legs and could not walk again. So that was so disturbing, and mentally for the next 4 5 months, I was totally depressed and not talking with anybody. I was spending a lot of time sitting alone. And first 4 5 months or the first stretch of that period, I mean, it would have been, it was very tough, and I was so depressed.
How were things at home and how were things at home at that point of time?
You know, uh, Family background was also not so good. We are from a middle class background, and my mom and my dad also goes to work. So my sister going to school. So I used to spend whole the day alone at home. So that was so disturbing. And uh, the next 1 year, I did not go anywhere outside. The entire 1 year, I was at home. You know, just sitting at home. I was so totally depressed at that time.
What changed for you then?
Then later in 2010, I applied for my 10th standard public exam. So my mom forced me to attend that exam, and I cleared that exam in the first attempt itself. Then my mom, a friend of my mom, suggested an organization for different labels. There I joined, and I learned graphic designing. And there, at that time, I got introduced to wheelchair tennis. One of the guys from wheelchair tennis was there to buy a wheelchair. So he suggested me that there is a sports like this where you can come and try if you like it, he said. So that was the first time that I heard of wheelchair tennis. So these are the three sports that I'm into.
So who is your coach when it comes to wheelchair tennis and where do you train?
My coach is Elvis Joseph. So he's like a great support given by God. He is always there for me whenever I want it, and he takes care of everything. And, the training venue, the cost, and whatever that I need, he is there to help me out on everything. He's like a gift from God.
Mr. Elvis Joseph, there are so many wheelchair tennis players in India. Why did you choose to support Madhusudan?
Madhu is a very special, talented athlete. Um, he's young, and the zeal and the spirit that he has to do something great for the country is what drove me closer to him, to choose him and train with him.
Uh, what are the difficulties that you face when you are trying to support an athlete like Madhusudan?
First and foremost, it's the venue for training. It's the most difficult to get a place to train, whether it's a synthetic court or whether it's a clay court. We never get an opportunity to any of these facilities. So that's one big hurdle that I face. Secondly, it's the tournaments. We have lack of tournaments in the country. Now, you can have a player train regularly, but when you don't have tournaments, how do you have him to excel in his sport? So that's the second big challenge. So we have to travel a lot to do international tournaments, where in India we have very limited tournaments. And thirdly, it's the financials that we have. These are three areas that I find a lot of challenge.